There was a time when my hair care routine felt completely overwhelming because of my PMOS hair loss. Over the years, I've stopped chasing perfect routines and started focusing on simple habits that feel sustainable. So, today I'm just showing you how I personally oil my hair and why this routine has stayed with me for so long. Hello everyone, thank you so much for being here in this channel. I hope you're doing well and taking care of yourself. This will be my second long video, so thank you so much for being here. Before we begin, I just want to say that I don't believe there is one perfect hair routine that works for everyone. Hair care is very personal. This is simply a routine that has stayed with me through different phases of my life, especially during my PMOS hair loss journey. And over time, it has become one of my favorite self care rituals. I usually oil my hair about twice a week. My scalp is naturally on the oily side, so I personally don't like leaving oil on my hair, on my scalp for a very long time. Most of the time, I'll oil my hair in the evenings, sleep with it, keep it overnight, and wash it off the next day. And honestly, one of the biggest lessons I've learned over the years is that consistency matters much more than doing something extreme once in a while. Another thing I've noticed is that I don't really stick to just one oil forever. I tend to change my oils depending on what my hair needs and how my scalp is feeling. If I'm using mustard oil, I usually use it on its own because it's already quite rich and nourishing. So when I'm using lighter oils like coconut oil, olive oil, or jojoba oil, I sometimes like to customize them a little by adding vitamin E oil or rosehip oil or maybe rosemary essential oil. Not because I think there's a magical formula, but simply because I enjoy experimenting and finding combinations that work well for my hair. One thing I've learned is that hair care doesn't have to be extremely strict. Sometimes it's simply about paying attention to your hair and adjusting your hair routine as you go. Today I'm using a blend of castor oil, olive oil, and jojoba oil. I don't always use the exact combination, but it's one thing I've been enjoying recently. I'm mixing all three in roughly equal amounts and gently warming them. I personally like warming my oil slightly because it feels more soothing on my scalp and turns the whole routine into a little self care ritual. Once the oil is slightly warm, it's ready. I don't heat it too much, I just like it to be comfortably warm. Now I have my oil, my brush is ready, and this is usually the part of my routine I enjoy the most. I always start by detangling my hair because I find the oil distributes much more easier when my hair is brushed through first. Then I roughly divide my hair into two sections. Nothing fancy, nothing perfect. It simply makes the process more easier and more manageable. I find that working with smaller sections allows me to apply the oil directly to my scalp rather than just coating the surface of my hair. For me, scalp application is always the most important part. Once my hair is sectioned, I begin applying the oil directly to my scalp. Sometimes I use cotton, sometimes I use my fingertips. Today I'm using my fingertips because it helps me place the oil exactly where I want it. I slowly work through each section and apply the oil around my scalp. I don't worry about perfect partitions, the goal isn't the perfection. It's simply making sure my scalp gets a little care. One thing I also like to do during my oiling routine comes from Ayurveda. It's called the Adipati Marma point. It's located near the crown area of the head, right at the top of the scalp. In Ayurvedic traditions, this area is considered an important point associated with relaxation and overall well being. Whenever I oil my hair, like to spend a little extra time gently massaging around this area. I don't do anything complicated, just a gentle circular movements and a few moments of mindfulness. Whether it's the massage itself or simply slowing down for a few minutes, I always find this part incredibly calming. Once the oil is applied, I move on to one of my favorite parts of the routine, the scalp massage. This is usually where I slow down. Sometimes I'll do this while watching a show or listening to music or simply sitting quietly. I don't follow a strict technique, to be honest. I simply use gentle circular motions around the scalp. After a while, I usually notice my scalp feels warmer and more relaxed. And honestly, I think that's one of the reasons why I've kept this habit for so many years. It turns hair oiling into something more calming rather than another task on my to do list. After spending some time massaging my scalp, I like taking whatever oil is left on my hands and gently working it through the lengths of my hair. My main focus is always the scalp, but I also enjoy giving a little attention to the lengths and the ends as well. The ends are usually the oldest and most fragile part of the hair, so I like making sure they get a little love too. And one thing I want to mention is that if you notice a strand or two of hair while oiling, brushing, or detangling, try not to panic. I know that's easier said than done because I used to worry about every single strand I saw. Over time, I've learned that some shedding during brushing, washing, and oiling is completely normal. What matters more is paying attention to overall health of your hair over time rather than focusing on every single individual strand. Once everything is done, I loosely braid my hair and let the oil sit overnight or maybe for 3 to 4 hours. I simply find them more comfortable to sleep in and they help prevent tangles overnight as well. And that's pretty much it. A very simple routine that has stayed with me for years now. And that's my entire hair oiling routine. Nothing complicated, nothing perfect, just a routine that has stayed with me through different phases of my life, especially during my PMOS hair loss journey. I still have days when my hair sheds more than I'd like. I still have days when I worry. But over time, I've learned that patience, consistency, and taking care of myself matter much more than searching for a quick fix. This routine may not work exactly the same way for everyone, but it's something that has genuinely helped me feel more connected to my hair and healing journey. I love to hear from you. What do you do for your hair? Do you apply oil on your hair? Or do you have any hair care traditions that were passed down through your family? Let me know in the comments because I genuinely enjoy hearing your stories as well. And if you enjoy natural healing, hair care, skincare, wellness, and self care content, I'd love for you to join this little healing space. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. Take care of yourself, be patient with your journey, and I'll see you in the next video.